What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scott Talk. Please subscribe. Tonight, we're going to be recapping last night's episode of the Challenge Vendettas on MTV. This is season 31, episode 10. Rumor has it. I'm just going to go flat out and say that this will be one of the most remembered episodes of all time because of what I'm about to share with you. So, spoiler alert, let's get into it. So, the prior episode, the Troicka was decided was Kayla, Zach, and Tony. Now, this group of people, Zach is not really in like a huge alliance, but he's got some people that he works with. Tony's alliance is like always Johnny Bananas, and then Kayla, she's pretty much always on her own because she says nobody likes her and she's just that lone wolf and she goes with the wind. Whoever is talking to her is her new friend. So it was decided that Devin was going to be sent straight in to elimination, and then the Troika was picking three more people to join him, or well, one of the three is going to join him. So in a surprise, they chose Bananas, Nelson, and Leroy to go in to the Inquisition to try to, talk themselves out of going into the elimination round. While this is going on, Devin is trying to start some mess in the house and releases a bombshell that in the beginning of their stay in Spain, when everyone got to the house, that Johnny Bananas hooked up with Kaleigh, and that put him and Natalie in a bad spot and put Kaylee and Nelson in a bad spot. So this whole season, Natalie has been following Johnny Bananas around like a little puppy, and Kaylee and Nelson have been together pretty much inseparable since they started hooking up or whatever. So Devin's actually a good player. I remember watching Devin's very first time being a part of any challenge season, and he used to talk a lot. He really didn't understand the game. Now he understands how to play the game, and I actually think he would be really good on Big Brother if someone gave him an opportunity. I think that would be a good look for him. So, Devin's already going straight to elimination. The Troika has to decide between Johnny Bananas, Nelson, and Leroy. So Johnny Bananas and Tony are like this. They have an alliance that they've always had. Tony is supposed to be like Bananas' protege and blah, blah, blah. So it comes down to the night of the elimination. Well, let me back up a little bit. So this rumor that Devin helps to start about Kaylee and Johnny Bananas puts the house on fire. The girls all of a sudden turn against Kaylee. Nelson turns against Kaylee. Natalie turns against Johnny Bananas. Johnny Bananas is trying to plead his case. He got way up under Johnny Bananas' skin. And poor Kaylee. This was the only thing I didn't like about this episode was that the mean girl vibe took over, where people who weren't involved at all became the nemesis to Kaylee. Took her mattress and all her belongings and threw all her stuff over a balcony, like really, really evil and vindictive, and just like she didn't do anything to any of those girls. It was Jimmy. Who's friends with Jimmy? Jimmy just coasting through the whole season anyway. Kayla, of course, who, just always wants to be in some mess, and Brittany. These three girls are like nobody's favorite at any moment or any day. Jimmy it just made me mad that Jimmy would even go along with any of this stuff because she's always kind of like hanging on the edge of being liked or not liked, and she's just kind of like, ugh, she's leftover meat. Like Jimmy should not be a part of challenge as much as she is, because she never puts up. She just does a lot of talking and she just coasts through, but she never like wins anything. She never has to prove herself like they make everybody else do. And I'm really hoping for a season that we don't have any Johnny Bananas at all. If they would just skip like one season for him so everybody can try to get their own footing without him being in there being the puppet master all the time. So come to elimination night. Um, Tony first. Okay, so Zach picks Nelson to go into elimination. Then Kayla picks Johnny Bananas, and then it's up to Tony to basically decide who's going in, because they already knew it wasn't going to be Leroy. Tony picks Johnny Bananas, and everybody in the arena is like this. Like nobody can believe. I couldn't believe it. It really, it was a bally. It was a ballsy move to put Johnny Bananas in elimination against Devin. All the little um, rumors spreading and little fire that Devin created allowed him to get into Johnny Bananas' head. Johnny Bananas had a talk with Tony before they even walked into the elimination, where Tony basically told him that he's going to be fine, you know, I got you, blah, blah, blah. And then he put Johnny Bananas in. And what killed it was that this was not going to be some kind of strength or endurance challenge, which you know Johnny Bananas is always good at. This one was called Lights Out, where they had a board that had probably, I would say, 500 LED lights on it. Maybe a little less, but I think it was about 500 LED lights on Johnny's side and on Devin's side. And they had to follow a grid. It looks like a light bright, and they had to follow a grid and turn and get all the lights on their side turned on. The first one to do it is the winner. And they were going head for head, just boom, boom, boom. Well, Devin is better at puzzles than Johnny, and he would kind of just stare a little bit longer and run through and turn on everything that he could remember. Johnny Bananas had to keep making trips to go turn his lights on, go fix it, turn his lights on, go fix it, because the lights are off while you're actually working on the board. Oh, this was so good. This was so good. Long story short, Devin is king. He knocks Johnny Bananas out of Spain, out of the challenge Vendettas, sends him home. Everybody's excited. Tony has created a new vendetta with Johnny Bananas. Then during the after show, it's revealed that Johnny Bananas was so certain that Tony wouldn't send him in that he didn't even pack a bag to go home. You know, they always have them pack a bag and sit it by the door before they go out for the elimination. Johnny hadn't even packed a bag because that's how cocky and confident he was that he was not going into this elimination. He was just so sure about his alliance with Tony. Well, bye bye. This was to me one of the best eliminations of challenge history, because I am not a fan of Johnny Bananas. I think he plays dirty. I think he really thinks his shit don't stink, and he's always in a vibe where he can control everybody around him. So thank you, Devin, for knocking Johnny Bananas out. I can't wait to see what happens in the house with him gone and how the rest of his alliance falls apart. Because guess what? Devin has a grenade that he's going to use on the next episode. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not gotten to the challenge, there's 31 seasons for you to catch up on. But it's a great show. I kind of just zone out on the drama that goes on in the house, but it's the actual challenges that I like to watch. It is my guilty pleasure. Um, Just like some people's guilty pleasure is watching the Kardashians, mine is watching the challenge. So give it a try. You might like it if you don't have anything else to watch on a Tuesday night. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate y'all being here. Subscribe. I got a lot of content right now. I got a lot more coming. I hope to see you.